Hello, babes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, this is really exciting. So, 2025, the year of you. Who is excited? Like, if you're watching the recording, let us know. Myself and Maddie, we're so excited to welcome you. And today is New Year's Eve. So, maybe you're not watching this on New Year's Eve, but we're very, very excited to share this. And it's actually Maddie's idea to do this on New Year's Eve. Hey, babe.
Yeah, yeah. What a better way to I think I was just reading something about 2025 being the year the numerology of nine, which means the closing of cycles and the breaking old habits. So I thought, what a better time to do this masterclass at the closing of 2024. And for me, it's been a really challenging year and
Mhm.
start 2025, this new energy like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
seizing our power.
I love it. Yeah, and this is why we collaborate together because we because you're a vibe, right? We're a vibe. So drop in the chat if you're like I know we've got Stace on and those that are coming on. I know there's a few of you guys that are watching the recording, which is amazing. So just want to welcome you and just let's just land into this space no matter what you've had go on this morning, the year, like maybe it's been one of those years, right? This year's been very much about transformation for myself, and I know it's been the same for Maddie. And I'm really really excited to do this with Maddie. Now I will share a little bit more of our stories a little bit later on, but Maddie and I are connected online, and instantly I was like, this woman is literally like a massive reflection of me. We share such similar values, and not even just that, even our past, our history is very, very similar. So even thinking about the people, the women that you're connecting with online and just in your community, it's so important to be having these open, honest conversations. And that's what we want to bring to you today. We want to have this beautiful conversation with you to be like, okay, well, if 2024 was like, yeah, maybe it was a great year, but what's it going to take for 2025 to be the year for you? Like, what does it actually mean? Does it mean travel? Does it mean freedom? Like, what does that actually mean? And then we're going to go into a little bit more. So, some things around, okay, well, what's actually stopping you from creating that life that you want to create, right? Because we're all, if you're watching this, you're literally a heart centered woman, right? You know that you're destined here for success. You're a woman who wants it all, but maybe like, there's conditioning in society. We've had conditioning from like friends, family, like other people in this world. Like there's so much conditioning, right, that we have here. And it's something important to bring up and have a conversation about, and something that myself and Maddie are very, very passionate about. So I'm just gonna check the chat. Amazing. Hey ladies, this is amazing. Thanks for the invite. Yay! I'm so excited, Stace. This is gonna be incredible. So I'll just get the slides up and running. Um, let's do this. All right. Perfect. You can see screen all good, babes?
Yep.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
If you have any dramas, Stace, just let us know in the comments if you can't hear us or can't see it.
Perfect, babe. Take it away.
All right. So a leveraged income online. What does that necessarily mean, or who is that for? Um, it is for the heart-centered women with big dreams, big passions, who are conscious of the planet, of themselves, the legacy and the impact that they want to leave for their families and also for themselves. Like, got to put yourself first. And those who desire to create a life of freedom, purpose, and financial success.
Yes, 100%. Like drop in the comments, like, or if you're watching this back, like, are you a woman that is like, you know that you're here for this, right? You know you're here for bigger things than where you're playing right now. But you're just kind of like, oh, I don't know how to go about it. But you feel this like deeper purpose within you. You're here for financial success, and you're like, okay, it's 20. Wait, we're about to go on to 2025. Where I can say that it's 2025. How am I really truly supporting myself? The online space, which we'll talk into later on as well, is the place to be in 2025 beyond. Like we are in the digital age now. We're talking about the new paradigm. We can't do things the same way. We're evolving. And so this is what we're going to be talking about, the leveraged income, right? Like how to create true health and wealth. We're going to talk more about the model as well, which is going to be insane. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you're going to learn today. So you're going to learn how to build a thriving online business while balancing your 9 to 5. So I know Maddie is transitioning out of that. I have transitioned out of that already, which I'll talk a little bit more into with my story. And we're going to craft your escape plan for 2026. So really, this session is really about getting really crystal clear with how you're actually going to, like, what's your plan B? Like, what's the escape plan, right? Out of where you want to be, and really heading into where you do want to be. We're going to talk a little bit into the daily habits and simple strategies to grow your confidence, courage, and clarity in the digital age. Now, I've found, like, I've had a lot of people give me feedback of like, oh, you're so confident. Babes, it takes fucking work. Anything takes work. So even thinking about like how you show up, how you express, having the courage to have those maybe uncomfortable conversations that you've been putting off for a while. All of this kind of stuff, like, it's like building the muscle. You've probably heard that before. It's really building that muscle. And then how you do one thing is how you do everything, I find. So even like how I show up in one area of my life is going to be how I show up online. And you're going to learn a lot around the more authentic that you can be in the like in yourself, the more success you're going to have. So that's what we're really here to teach you as well, is that actually, like, I don't want you to think that you have to be some kind of other way in order to, like, show up online or to start that digital, like that online business. It's not about that. Like, how you actually have the, like, you find the confidence, you get the courage, and you find clarity is actually when you have that within yourself, right? And you feel confident in yourself. But the thing is, your online business is going to be a massive reflection, and maybe you can talk into this, Maddie, a massive reflection of where you're at in your personal development journey. All of your shit will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. Am I good enough? I don't know if I can do this. Like, fear, doubt. Like, was there a couple things for you, babe? Like, even just in your personal growth journey so far, what has come up for you?
Yeah, thanks, Court. Absolutely, all of those things. When I was first introduced to this space, all of my shadows came crushing in on me. Can I do this? Am I good enough? What if? What if I don't succeed? What are people going to think of me? I don't really have much of an online presence. Like, all the voices started going nuts, right?
Mm.
But that's part of the work, is growing that confidence with yourself and taking imperfect action too. Like, you're not going to grow the confidence if you don't actually just start doing it. And it's just a step by step thing. It's just addressing those little voices one by one, going, yeah, I hear you, but proving them wrong, just one little voice at a time.
Mhm.
And being honest with your community too. Like, the wonderful thing about this space is that we have the community, the sisterhood, to say, like, God, I feel like this today, or this has come up for me. And the great thing about this is that every single person that is in the community has experienced something that you have before, and we can lean on each other and help each other work through those things together.
Mm.
Because someone might have advice for one thing, and if they don't have the answer, one of the other members in the community will. Like, we are one big freedom family here. So that's really helps me, is having the support of people like you, Court, really in my corner as a family member, being like, you've got this. And you do. We're powerful women. Women hold the power, and the world is realizing that.
Yes, yes to the women. I feel like I'm like Wonder Woman. That's how I feel. And this is how we want you to feel. This is our intention. We invite you to really step into like that future version of yourself, because that future version of yourself is that woman who you are now. You get to choose in this moment. I always talk about this. Like we have this one life. So how the fuck do you really want to be living it? Like moment to moment. All we have is this present moment, not to put like some dark stuff into it and clear, cancel, delete anything to happen, forbid that to happen. But you don't know if you have an hour left of life. You don't know if you've got the next day. You don't know if you have the next week, the next year. Like, all you have is this present moment. Like, Sparky, I'm pet sitting currently at the moment. So 1 second. I love it. We're just keeping it real. Like, this is how you get to do it, right? Too. So anyways, it's really, really important to yeah, that's right. And the dogs next door. Love it. All just like add to it.
Yep.
But yes, it's really important to choose how you want to live in every single moment. I've already created 2 months ago, I already started my goals for 2025 because I had clarity, I had structure, I had the support, had intention. So your intention with everything is really important. And of course, sisterhood, like Maddie mentioned, like I didn't like, I don't know about you guys, like let us know or just even reflect for yourself. Did you have like, have you ever had those superficial like friendships and you've always kind of felt like you're that woman that wants to have those deeper conversations, but you've kind of felt a bit out of place or like yeah, right? I know, and let's ask, like, you've never really, maybe you've never found your sisters, or maybe you do have a couple sisters that you can really express your truth with now. But I know for me growing up, I didn't have that, but I desired it so deeply and I felt so out of place. So even like, yeah, being able to have what we have now, I can't even tell you literally the power of sisterhood of what we have here in this space of true like-minded people. And I know if you're watching this and Stace, like you're here for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidences. It's all synchronicities. So there's a reason that you're here watching this with us today. And I'm really, really excited. And then, of course, more around the eco living and simplicity. I know Maddie is doing a phenomenal job. She inspires me every day with what her and her family are doing, right? And actually aligning a business and life with your values, right? It's actually about creating the business around your life, which is really, really important. So even maybe is there a couple of things you want to share, babe, with I always love to hear. I'm like, I want to hear with like the eco living or just like what you're up to at the moment with that.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for that invitation. Because this is something that I can talk on a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go.
Let's settle in.
Yeah.
This business has really supported my vision for the future and what I want for myself in terms of health and wealth, and what I want for my family as well. So, Stace, I'm sure you've seen on my profile, and for people watching, like I have a partner who has 3 beautiful children, and yes, I didn't birth them myself, but I love them like they're my own, and I look at them and want so much better for them and such a bigger, brighter future and a different way of doing things, and those things have kind of been lost in society. So we've transitioned our home to get rid of all the toxins and um, as much of the toxins in our control as we can. Growing our own garden and all of those kind of things. Like that's what we want to instill in these beautiful children, and this business absolutely supports those goals. We also want to show them that there is another way of living. They never have to go to a traditional 9 to 5 slavery job if they don't want to. There is an entirely different way to do things, and we want to show them that every single one of their dreams, no matter how big or how small, is absolutely possible, and it's possible to do that in a way that supports their health, their wealth, and the health of our planet. Take care of the planet, and the planet takes care of you. What you put out, you receive, right? So, yeah, this business and what it aligns with absolutely supports my values and the message we want to put out to the world.
I love it. And like for me, a woman that I have this future, like being surrounded by women like yourself, or even just and other women in our space too, like we know Kate, and we've got all beautiful people in our team, women in our team that are so strong in themselves and like home birthing, and that's a whole another realm. But I know that I'm surrounded by the right women. So then like I'm feel so supported. So when I'm stepping into when that time is for me to give birth, and I'm like we have that support, we're also like-minded, the eco living, the simplicity and the way that we want to, yes, like Maddie said, look after the environment. I get so passionate about it, right? It's why we're connecting, it's why we're sharing this with you, because we know that you're the same, right? If you're here, you're the same, we value the same thing. It's like, how can we really come together as a beautiful community and do better? But it starts with us. And the way the world works is like it does revolve around money. And so to really create more simplicity, we do require more wealth, right? We need to be smarter. And like Maddie said, we're so smart as women. Like it's time to be real smart in 2025.
Yep.
Right? If we want to craft that escape plan for 2026, it's going to take balls. We've got to grab ourselves by the balls. It's going to take us having courage. It's going to take us to step into our purpose, into our passions, and really be bolder with how we're doing things in our life. Okay. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to say that it's been one of the most challenging, most rewarding things of my whole entire life, business, and stepping into this space, leaving my full-time job as a vet nurse, all that kind of stuff, which I'll share. But it's so rewarding, right? And I wouldn't have it any other way. I was in the supermarket yesterday. I don't usually go to the supermarket, obviously prefer the markets. When I was in the supermarket, I heard some guy saying to a young lady who was in front of me, he's just like, what did he say? It was like, he made a smart comment around her loving her job, but obviously she didn't like. He was implying that she didn't love her job. So one, he didn't ask her a question, and two, I was just like, these type of conversations are so low vibe, low frequency. I'm like, I don't even want, like, this is not even in my space, right? But this it's really sad, but then also we can use it to really empower ourselves to be like, well, when we start observing our world and our environments and what's really happening around us in the world, we can start to utilize it and be like, right, this change starts with me. So I've got to start speaking up. I've got to start making the change. Okay. And so this is what I really want. We really want you to really grasp onto is that no one else is going to come and save you. You must do the work yourself, right? And you don't have to do it alone. We get to do it together in sisterhood, in broader community, and really come together. And I'm telling you, it works. But you've got to start taking that action, which is really amazing. Oh, all right, go, babe.
All right. So, yeah, do you value eco-friendly living? And I know if you're here, you do. So, if you're here on the live or you're watching the recording, then you do. Do you value sisterhood and having a supportive community? Absolutely. Who doesn't? Like, we all crave connection as human beings. We are programmed that way. And yeah, I'm someone who loves to spend a lot of time on my own, 100%. But I wouldn't be anywhere without my friends and my community and my business partners and my partner. We all need community. That is just who we are as people. And it's who you surround yourself with. You become the product, like the 5 people you surround yourself with, you become the product of. So get yourself around the people that have the results that you want for yourself. And you'll come to the right community for that. So, and do you have this feeling within you that you're meant for something more in this life? I know, and I've known from a really young age that there is something else. And before I came to this space, I was searching and searching and searching and searching. And I went from this job because I got bored of it to then that, like leaving that job because I got bored of that. And I was like, this is just not for me, not for me, not for me. I thought I found my purpose running my own business and ended up calling it quits on that because I was like, no, this is just not scratching that itch. Well, this does. This is, if you have that feeling, you're in the right place. You're meant to be watching this video.
I love it. If you just take away that you're in the right place at the right time, then great, right? Our job is done. And so this is a bit of reflection. Like, why are you here? So even Stace, like, pop in the chat. Why are you here? What is your intention? We can share all these beautiful information, and we're going to share with you literally the roadmap that is going to help you create the life that you want and make the year of 2025 about you, okay, and your family and your desires. It first starts with why you're here. You've got to be really clear with what's your purpose, what's your intention with watching this, and why are you claiming that 2025 is your year? Like, maybe pop in the chat, Stace, or yeah, for those watching the recording, why are you claiming, like, what is it about this year? Why not 2026? Why not go another year? Just like, nah, don't worry about it. We can just cruise through this year. We can just wait another year, or wait another 2 years, or wait another 5 years, or wait another 20 years, like you already have been waiting. Why this year? Why 2025? Maddie's here for freedom. Amazing, babe. Fuck yes. This is all so important. Like, your intention with why you do things is very, very important. And then also like the higher quality question you ask yourself, the higher quality answer you're going to get back. You asking yourself that, the high quality question you ask others, so including us, the more you put in, the more you're going to receive, like Maddie mentioned before too. So why are you here is really, really important. So just take a moment to really, maybe it's one sentence or a word, whatever it is, like trust your intuition, trust whatever comes to your mind, to your heart. That's really key.
So if you're watching the recording or Stace, another question, a deep question, is what limiting beliefs are holding you back right now? What's really stopping you from grabbing life by the balls and saying, this is mine, I'm claiming what is mine? And it's a difficult question, I know, to admit it to ourselves, but it's an important one to ask if you're taking the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Again, what's stopping you from thinking that you can have it all? Because there are thousands of people in this community that have done it. They have got everything that they want and desire, and they keep on striving. They find the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So you can have it all. We have been society has conditioned us to play small, to stop us from thinking that we can't have it all, to keep us enslaved in these jobs that we keep going to keep the government turning around. You can break free, but what's stopping you from thinking that?
100%. I know so many comments and things, and there'd be things that you're not even aware of right now, or maybe there's a lot that's coming up for you, just what that people have said, like comments, and it never ends. Like there's all this conditioning that we just don't realize we're so consumed with so much. And so it's really important to ask yourself, like, what are those things that's already going to prevent you, like that are already going, that you can foresee, that's going to potentially stop you from creating the success that you want in 2025. And Stace said, because my past years I have always putting others first, I'm ready to put myself first and make time for me and my mental health and career change. Like, yeah, celebrating you, babe. You're here for a reason, right?
And the beautiful thing is that this works around you and in your time frame too. So, yes, I hear you. Kids, they take up a lot of time, but yet, absolutely, it's time to put you first, because if you don't pour into your cup, don't forget you're setting an example for what they can have in their life. But if you don't pour into their cup, as you know, then you can't pour into their cups. So go girl, you've got this.
I love this. And she also said, my kids, I found it can be so tricky doing this gig solo, but it's an excuse. I know. Yes, this is so true.
Guilty. And I didn't even birth them. Like, guilty. 100%. But yeah, you've got this. We've all got this.
Yeah. And the first step is awareness. Like it's the first step is awareness, and it's like, right, what am I going to do about that? Am I going to choose to allow that to take over, or am I going to do something different? So kudos to you, babe. I'm a cat mom, so I don't really get it, but I also, he's enough right now. Let's just say that.
They demand your time.
That's right, babe. So, and a little bit more of what we're going to cover today. So we're going to go through these next slides reasonably quickly. You can feel free to take a screenshot. But yeah, we're here until 12. And if you've got any questions, like please pop them in the chat as well, or reach out to us too. But essentially, if this all feels like a really great fit for you and you love the idea and you're like, I really feel this, and like you're really listening to yourself and your intuition and what you want to create, and you're serious about wanting to collaborate with an epic community that values what we've shared, and wanting to really make 2025 the year of you, right, for you, then we're going to also be able to, we're going to drop a link at the end to really, for you to take those next steps as well. Okay. And so just pop in the chat, Stace, if that's okay. Like if you're watching this, just like agreement that you're ready, like you're okay with that, that you're, if this is something for you, that you would love to know the next steps, we would love to know as well. And then so yeah, a little bit more of what we're going to cover today. So we're going to talk about the ultimate offer, which is more about learning, okay, like we all value health and wealth. So we want to know how to do that in the digital age coming to 2025 with being smarter. I'm learning a lot around AI automation. I'm like the AI queen. And so I'm going to be bringing even more new upcoming resources, and I really value and share that with our team too. So we're going to learn, it's time for me even to step up and be even smarter in 2025. You're going to learn how to attract leads, of course, too. So a bit more, if you're anything like us, you're like, okay, but how does this actually work? Like the how is also still really important. So how to actually use social media to attract people. Like right now, you're watching this, right? How easy it really can be in that way. how to automate that offer, right? Like I mentioned. So our community is very, very set up with like always up to date with the latest ways to automate systems, all that kind of stuff. So we're also going to show you, and it's important for you to go through that process as well, which we're going to offer for you to go through to see from a leadership perspective as well, like how easy the AI automation really is. And then also how to leverage mentorship and community, right? So we've got high level trainings, mentorships, we've got a global community. Like we just went to Okinawa in Japan, one of the blue zones for our company's 50th year anniversary as well. So we also have conference next year. So we're always like coming together as a community, which is really, really important, like Maddie mentioned as well too. So we're going to share some really cool things with you.
Okay, so income and earnings disclaimer, that's always important to put in there when we talk about partnering with companies. There's no earning projections, promises, or representation. So what you put out is what you get back. I haven't actually read this slide in detail before. I'm going to be quite honest.
No, that's okay, guys. Like
I'm just a yep. Like I said yes to everything because I knew in my soul. But
just to touch on that, like just take a screenshot of this, guys. Like we don't need to read it word for word. We just need to put it in, obviously, just for a disclaimer. So it's all good, babe. We just need to do that to be able to, one, support ourselves, and also if there's anything, just know, right? There's income and earning disclaimer. That is all good. You can go into this one, babe.
Perfect. So I'll read it. Most people find an income stream and then find a way to enjoy their life in the small pockets of time they have left. The key to a successful life is to get clear on your dream life first, then find an income stream that supports that dream life. And right, isn't it so true? Is that we spend all our time going to a traditional job, someone else's empire. If you think about it, we're slaving away in their empire whilst they're kicking back on a holiday and spending time with their family and doing all of the things that we want to do, but we're a slave to the system.
Mm-hmm.
How backwards is that? We were not put on this earth to spend 90% of our time working someone else's dream and missing out on our family time, having to ask permission when we get to spend time with our family, which grinds my gears. It's so backwards. We are human beings, not human doings. So let's take our being back.
I love that. Let's take our being back. And guys, this is a great book, The 4-Hour Workweek. If you haven't read it, go and check it out. It's a quote from this book, and this is something that we live by, right? And so this is when we're going to show you how you can actually do that. So this is just a little bit of a check-in, like where are you right now? This is an invitation to reflect on from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, meaning you wouldn't change absolutely anything about this area of your life. We'll start with health. So even Stace and those like you watching the recording, just like it can be quick, just jot it down. You can also screenshot this so you can come back to it. But health from 1 to 10, like where are you at right now in your health?
Jot it in your notes, jot it on a journal, jot it on a piece of paper. Just be really honest with yourself. Obviously, you only get to see it, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You are.
So your health, right? Where are you at with that? Your wealth, so your money, and how you're feeling financially. Your time. I know Stacey mentioned about time right now, right? On a 1 to 10, like where are you with that? Family. How are you spending a lot of time with family? Are you feeling like how connected are you feeling? Your mindset, where are you feeling in your mindset right now? Are you feeling more negative, more positive? The community, like the people you have around you, contribution, what you're actually giving back, like Maddie mentioned before, what you're giving back to Mother Earth or to people or to humanity. And celebration, which is really big for us in this community, is celebration. One of our top values, we have a quote saying the more fun we have, the more money we make. So that gives you a bit of a vibe of what we're about. And so, yeah, how you celebrate, how do you feel with celebration in your life? Are you celebrating yourself often and others, or how do you feel with that too? So just really getting a little bit clear with that, I think, is really key too.
So where do you want to be in 12 months? Right now, if we keep doing or you keeps doing the same thing that you're doing now, Are you happy with where you are now? And do you want to be in that same position in 12 months' time? The choices we make today are the choices that are going to reflect in our life in 3 to 5 years' time. But we have the power to break our own cycles, but we have to call ourselves on our shit, right? And start making different choices, start doing things differently. You cannot expect to get different results when you do it, like if you're doing the same thing. So where do you want to be in 12 months? And then go deeper in that and go, how do I get there, and what do I need to change to get there?
Really powerful question. I love this, babe. And so you, like guys, I mentioned, I'm so grateful to be here collaborating with Maddie. I just feel so proud and I'm so grateful just sitting in reflection before setting the intention for this live session for those jumping on and watching the recording. And I was like, even if I just, I've already, the fact that I'm doing this with Maddie is enough for me. I came back to like the fact that I can, it gives me soul bumps, the fact that I can even share this opportunity with one woman. There's multiple behind us and that I've shared this with, but especially just in this scenario, being able to share this with one woman like Maddie is just, and to have made and developed this friendship and this sisterhood and being able to squeeze you when you come up here to Queensland soon. Like I'm really honored. So babe, like, yeah, I'd love for you to share your story. And I'm just really grateful to be doing this with you without getting emotional.
Or God, yeah, I know, like my heart like boof, right now, to be supported by such an incredible woman. I'm so honored and I'm so grateful. So thank you for that beautiful introduction. So a little bit about my story, and I'll lead into how I came here. I also have a background in veterinary nursing, like Port, and that's because I really wanted to work closely with animals. I didn't really know the best avenue of doing that. I just wanted to know that I wanted to work with animals. So I went into vet nursing. And let me tell you, vet nursing is not for the faint-hearted. It has to be one of the most overworked, underpaid industries that you could get into. And as I went through my career, I was vet nursing for about 4 years. And I did 1 year intensive surgery, orthopedics, emergencies, all of that kind of thing. But what I started to realize the longer I was there in that industry is how much that it does not align with my values, and how it is the complete opposite way of how I want to be spending time with animals, and the disservice that the veterinary industry actually does them. Not to mention the pay was just shit. So I was barely surviving off that. And to be honest, you're just a number as a vet nurse, unless this is generalizing clinics, but my experiences was you're just a number. And how much work could they squeeze out of you for a dollar figure? And that left you burnt out and resentful, and you didn't even have the energy, or I didn't have the energy to even go and enjoy my life after I got out of work hours. So I very quickly left after 4 years, I decided that it wasn't for me anymore. It did not align with my values, and it was not going to support my success and growth in this world. So I left that, and I thought that my way out was to go and start my own business, which was fantastic. It did give me the time freedom to go and spend time with my family when I wanted to, and to take holidays when I wanted to. I didn't have to answer to anybody else but myself. But the downside of that is you have all the overheads, you hold all the responsibility. People think that running your own business, that you're free, but you don't get a break from that business, even when you take a holiday. I was constantly thinking about the business, constantly thinking about what money was coming in, what money was going out. I was a slave to it. Yes, I didn't have to answer to anybody else but me, but I was a slave to it. And when I didn't work, I didn't get paid, right? So I put that aside for my own mental health and survival. And I also tried low ticket network marketing, which I know Port has too. And probably you've heard of that as well, like Tupperware, which is now closed down, by the way. And there's like doTERRA and other companies. It's all low ticket network marketing. So there's a monthly outlay or, KPIs that you have to meet for a very small return. I loved the idea of the lifestyle that they were selling, but it wasn't a sustainable, realistic, tangible thing in the low ticket space. So I ditched that as well. And then I met Courtney. And she introduced me to a world far bigger than I could have ever imagined, and showed me the results, showed me her own results, showed me a global team of women and men and mothers and people that have done the, self-employed and employed, like people from all walks of life have joined this community and thrived, not just survived. And knowing what I want for my family and knowing what I want for myself, I knew that this was the way up. If it's not now, when? Because this is the way that the world is going. And we have so much resistance to the online space and automation and AI and all of these kind of things, but we either get with it or we get left behind. It's so much more than I ever could have thought, and the sisterhood and the community and the incredible leaders and people that have walked before me, it inspires me every day. And even when things are hard, they just keep making me take that next step and that next step and bringing me back to my why, and that is to leave this planet in a better way than I was brought into it, to actually make an impact and to give back to people, not just to create, not to go and buy expensive things for myself or buy the big house for myself and my family. It's not about that. The more that I can bring in terms of wealth, the more I can give back to the community and make a real impact, leave a legacy for myself, for my partner, for his kids, for our kids, but also a wider community. This is a community that wants to see other people win. Courtney wins, I win, Courtney wins, and then our extended team, everybody wins. And I've never come across a community like that. In modern day business or traditional business, it's a dog eat dog world. And this is completely different to that. So that's a bit about my story.
Oh, babe. It's so powerful. I could listen to you all day. This is literally how I feel. This is why I'm like, okay, collaborate with women that you actually want to live life with. That's my intention for you, is like collaborate with women that you're like, fuck, I love her. Like that's what I wish for you. That's my wish.
Well, now we get to hear from the beautiful woman that I love. And for those watching the recording and Stace, this incredible woman, I am so fortunate to get to call my mentor, my friend, my sister. She is the pioneer of breaking free from the 9-to-5 cycle. She's a rebel, but in the best possible way, like there could be. She inspires me so much. She is she's someone that actions her words straight away. She is such a beautiful example of what can be achieved in this business and the type of person and people that is involved and in part of this community. So, Court, thank you so much for your support and your friendship and your sisterhood. Can't wait to hear about your story too. I know we share a similar background.
Yeah. Thanks, babe. Oh my God. I love us. I love you guys. Like, this is amazing. And just know, like, I'm just an ordinary girl. I was from Gippsland in Victoria, if you know where that is. And I know Maddie, like, literally, we had so much that we connected with. But I'm literally no different to you. I have, like I had mentioned, I've had so many women be like, you're so confident. I never used to be that confident. I was that girl that hid behind the best friend, that always put others before me. But I always knew within myself that I was like born to be this leader. I would like dream about being like the Pussycat Dolls and like dancing on stages, not because I wanted to be them. I didn't realize at the time, but actually me reflecting over the past few years is because I knew that I was a leader and I was here for more and I wanted to lead a community. And so it's taken a lot of work to get to where I am. But I remember this one moment as a veterinary nurse. It's very similar timelines to Maddie. It was about 5 years into my veterinary nursing, though, for me, that I started to get like, I just remember praying for something different. And I remember just starting to be like, I feel capped, I feel stuck, I feel disconnected to myself, I feel disconnected as a woman. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And I just felt so lost and so confused. And I don't know if you've ever felt like that in your life, like pop in the chat or just take a moment to reflect this for yourself. But I was taking it out on my friends, on my family. I was in a toxic relationship that obviously was toxic, not great for me. And I just felt so capped in all areas of my life, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the tools, resources, and I didn't even know what I believed at the time, whether it's God or universe, because I just was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And I remember just like praying on my hands and knees on my bedroom floor in Narre Warren. And I just remember being like, I just please bring me something different, like bring me something that, something else. Like, what am I meant to be doing with my life? And I was thinking thoughts that like I've never ever would wish upon anyone. I would never ever take my life. However, I was thinking about horrible things, right? Like thinking about things that really didn't serve me. And I knew that that just was not me, right? I was just not me. And this sort of went on for quite some time. And then, yes, I found the low ticket network marketing space, like Maddie mentioned. And that was great because it gave me more aspects around community. And so I dabbled in that. Actually met one of my soul sisters who I've journeyed, got investments with, started business with, moved to Queensland with. Like that led me, every step of the way led me to where I am today. But ended up leaving low ticket, started traditional business, very similar to Maddie, was wearing all the hats, did 5 jobs at the same time as when I found this space as well. And just absolutely knew I was meant for more. And so every single piece of my journey, every yes that I've taken, every no, like my journey really has been about clearing out the old. Because how can we actually receive more if we're clogged with so much shit and so much conditioning? There's no space to be able to receive more and to receive what's rightfully ours. And so that's what my journey has been about for the past few years is really like stepping into more courage, taking more bolder risks, like taking risks that society would say is fucking crazy. And I was like going to the people who I wouldn't trade places with, asking for permission from all these people, like externalizing, seeking validation from people around me when I had all the answers within me, but I was just like riddled with fear. So every single day for the past 6 years, I've just been like overcoming self-doubt, limiting beliefs, and that's really what the journey has been about for me. So I'm just your average girl who has a big mission, who just every single day just wants to give it a crack. And yeah, I've obviously got so much more to share around that, but I think it's really important to just understand that we're no different to you. We're all in this together, and you've got to start somewhere, right? And then yeah, so I've also left the 9 to 5 world. I should probably mention that I'm about to buy a van and be traveling more full time. I've been pet house sitting for the past year, and just really truly stepping to another level of freedom for me. So even just reflecting for yourself, like we spoke about before, like what is that next level of freedom for you? And that's just what I keep building off every year. Traveled to South America last year, was with the tribes, went to Japan, hosted a business Bali retreat start of the year when I was not ready. Like everything I've done in my life, I've never been ready. I've never been prepared for, but I've just thrown myself in that deep end because I don't know, what else are you gonna do in this life? You gotta trust that. You just gotta do it. Like who cares what happens, but you just got to give it everything you've got. And that's how I truly live my life, right? I will not go to my deathbed with feeling like I have regrets, which is really key.
Oh, I love that quote. Jeez, you're on fire. Every time Courtney pops something in our group chat that we have with our team, or I hear her speak on something like this, I'm just like, oh, that's a girl on a mission. That is a girl who is lit up. And who doesn't want to be like that, right? So creating a life of choice, true health, such a big value of mine, and so polar opposite to what our health organization puts out there. But this space supports you to prioritize your health and your wealth because they go hand in hand, right? The next one down is true wealth. Can't have true health without true wealth, and vice versa. Leverage time. You create more time doing what you love, your family. You have the choice, the flexibility, the location freedom as well. Location flexibility, next one down. Like, this can take you anywhere in the world. And if you want to move to the other side of the country on a whim and you have this space behind you, you can. You can work from anywhere in the world at any time of day, on your time, on your terms, not dictated to by someone else. So true health, true wealth, leverage time, which creates more time for you, and location flexibility. Life can look however you want it to.
I love it. And so, like Maddie mentioned, like physical and financial health are intertwined. So neglecting one, the other will suffer, right? True success is achieving the balance in both, which is what we're really big on in this community. And what we're going to touch on, and we're going to move through these pretty quickly as well, because I'm also conscious of time, is like what we're really passionate about in this space is water. So like thinking about, you maybe seen some things on the news. I don't watch the news, but there's things out there. It's been here for a long, long time. Like what's really in the water you're consuming? And it's really, really horrible, right? Our body is made of over 90, our brain is made up of over 90% water. Our bodies are made up over 60 to 70% water. So we're literally like how we flow, how we move, what we drink, what we consume, like is really, really important. And that's what we love to focus on in this space.
Yeah. Yeah, the truth is exposed. Like there has been some things in the media lately, and if you know where to look, you'll absolutely find the truth behind the water we're consuming. It's full of chemicals, fluorine, fluoride. I don't know if you know, but fluoride is a sedative used in dental clinics. So you can think about what that's doing to your brain over a long period of time, ingesting that water. And then even if you're on rainwater, I drank rainwater for a long time. Like look at the photo on the right. Rusty pipes. You are ingesting heavy metals, toxicity that's leached out of that. You're ingesting that from pipes that are thousands of years old, probably, or they're running through plastic pipes. You're ingesting those microplastics into your body over a long period of time. No wonder we have so many sicknesses and diseases and so many unwell people in our society. It starts with our water.
100%. And you can see the list here. Like there's painkillers, like there's things that you would not think that they could put in the water, like that would be legal. That is okay. It's a very real health crisis, right? Poison, they're literally poisoning us to like be really aggressive about it. Chemical overload, all of these like little invisible threats on our health we don't even realize. And it's yes, through water, also through electromagnetic fields, like unseen frequencies. We love to talk about vibration, the impact on our children, future generations. Like all of this is so, so key. The foods that we eat, you probably heard about pesticides on our fruits and veggies. Like it's a real thing. And I'll just touch on this as well, Maddie, is just like the average person ingests about 5 grams of plastic per week. That is yuck. And it's largely from our water and largely from our food contamination. Okay. You can take a screenshot of this, but it's really important to just start looking at the stats, right? It's really, really crazy. Like the average adult is exposed to over 700,000 different chemicals. How crazy is that? Our body is trying to process and digest and clear and cleanse from all these different chemicals that we're introduced to that we don't even know every single day. Okay. Really, really scary stats that we need to be mindful of.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. As I said, it's a very real wealth crisis. And our cost of living is off the charts. As it said, it's a reality for health, for families. Like, it's crazy that organic fruit and veggies are 10 times the price of ones that are coated in plastic. Yeah. We're having to pay more to fix our health issues that our bodies are designed to fix naturally, but we're literally being poisoned and inhibiting ourselves with the water that we drink and the food that we eat. And the reality is, one income isn't enough. And, I know that there are single mums on here watching this. When I've met my partner, he was a single dad of 3 kids. And I don't not know, I cannot even conceptualize how he survived. I can't even conceptualize, all the single mums watching this and in our team, like before they came to this space, how they survived. It's crazy. The cost of living is just on the rise, on the rise. And the sad thing is, wages haven't risen too. Wages have stayed the same, and our cost of living is going up and up and up. And it's normalized, even with that, the wealth crisis and the cost of living going up, that bad debt, big investments like houses and cars and all of these kind of things, that's normalized, that's celebrated in our societies, and it's leaving families crippled with bad debt that they cannot find a way out of, that they're literally drowning in. And their society just says, well, that is how it is. Buy the house, buy the car, buy this, buy that, like spend more money here, spend more money there to fit in. But people are literally drowning in debt.
Yeah, like barely surviving, right? We're not even thriving, which is what we talk a lot about. And so that's what we want to make this, that's the whole point of this, is to make 2025 the year of you, which is about thriving, not just surviving. Okay. We want to give it everything we've got. These are also some more stats around 63% of people report living paycheck to paycheck, like even reflecting for yourself, where are you at right now? 40% of jobs are now freelance or contract based, right? So a lot of jobs, especially with AI coming in big time, right? Expanding, it's been here for a long time, but the job security of things is really limited and is like going to be even in more scarcity. Debt levels like bad debt, right, are really high. Divorces, all this kind of stuff. I've literally nearly witnessed that in my family. It's all a real thing. It is real. And so just to give you a bit of context, we've got some beautiful products which you're going to learn about in the next step. If you feel like, right, I want to learn more, I want to dig deeper from watching this live session with us today. We've got our beautiful products here, right? Talk about what we consume, this beautiful water, what we bathe in. Our skin is our largest body organ. Our EMF, the EMF radiation with more technology, more AI, the EMF frequencies is really important to also have. And then also like the beautiful turmeric we have, you get to learn more about that. So really having the ultimate offer of like true health, like a beautiful entire health system, right? As well as what we're going to be talking into with the generational wealth, right? Having a commission structure that gives you the opportunity for you and your family to be able to create something epic, right? Aligning with your values. And I'll just share on this too. So our numbers, right? This is just to give you a bit of an understanding or just some kind of, I guess, awareness of the money, the type of money that's on the table here, right? We have single commissions that start from $400, right? They go all the way up to over $7,000. So it's like understanding that you can make a lot of money even straight from the get-go at the beginning, depending on how much work you put in, depending on your intentions, what you're really wanting to achieve. The commission structure doesn't lie. It comes back to you and what you're wanting to create. And those that are just beginning can create more than those that have been in the business for a long time, right? Just depending on how many sales, how many people that you're helping. So just to give you a bit of idea of the money we're talking about here in commissions, starts from anywhere from 400 all the way up to over $7,000, right? And that's just in the commission structure, not to go into bonuses and all that kind of stuff that also comes in when you get to certain positions within your business too.
Yeah, so in order to get your time and money back, you must be willing to invest both time and money to do so, because if you're not changing it, you are choosing it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it speaks for itself.
Yeah, amazing, babe. And then we've got the ultimate offer, right? So we're going to talk about leveraged income. It's something that people want, need, and love. As we just talked about, everybody needs water, right? And more people are waking up to higher levels of consciousness of water. Something that supports people on the planet and profit, like we've spoken about. We're going to talk into high ticket versus low ticket, like we've already mentioned. You're wanting something that's already established, right? And you're wanting something that's in the $1 trillion health and wellness industry, as well as something that pays over 50% in commissions, right? The company itself pays their distributors over 50% in commissions.
So leveraged income versus linear income. So leveraged income allows you to earn money beyond your own efforts. So it's the community, right? It's uncapped income and it's scalable. Whereas when you have a linear income, you are restricted to the paycheck, to how many hours you can work, to the amount of money that someone else thinks that you're worth. So leverage versus linear.
Yeah. And also, like, linear is like, one, when you stop, it stops, right? Leverage is when you stop, the money doesn't. So this is what we're talking about here with linear and leverage too. And so for yourself, a bit of a check-in, are you earning leveraged or linear income right now? So are you in a space where if you stop working, the money stops, or are you in a space where you've got money working for you, okay? And you've got yourself set up in a smart way, in this way. I'll just touch on this because I freaking love this. So just to give you, you can screenshot this, but just to give you a bit of an indication of what we're dealing with here, the direct sales industry that we're in is over $200 billion industry. You've got even the music industry is only 15 billion. That's a massive difference. Even the organic food industry is 80 billion, video gaming 91, like movie industry 38 billion. So what we're doing here is insane. Even the ionizer market, so the products, was valued at 2.46 billion and it's expected to grow to 5.67 billion by 2032, right? So it's massive. It's massive what we're doing here. We're only just beginning in really spreading these products, helping people with their health and wealth.
So, I was going to touch on this, so it's perfect timing. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And that's where that leveraged income comes in. It's a constant drip feed. That tap is constantly going. So you could stop, you build your business to a certain point, and if you decide to quit, you keep earning that money, that same monthly income for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And God forbid, and this is actually like happens within our team, if you were to die, you can leave this business to your children and they pick up exactly where you left off. They earn that money that you were earning monthly for the rest of their lives. This is what generational wealth is. So don't make money while you sleep. You will work until you die. And the retirement age is only getting higher and higher and higher. We are not designed to go to a job and live away throw away the best years of our lives and then only enjoy a small portion of it when we're too old to, I mean, I know age is just a number, but when we're too old to really capitalize on it. Life shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, there's so much we can talk into here. Like, you get it, right? You get it. I really trust you getting it. And Stace, let us know in the chat, babe, what you're taking away so far. So this is a bit of perspective. If you're to create your own offer, right, you've got high investment, myself and Maddie, even just thinking about traditional business, usually upwards of multiple six figures to invest into creating your own offer. There's many other online businesses, right? So you have to wear all the hats. It takes a lot of time to build a product that works and converts. You got to test and trial. Most businesses wait 3 to 5 years to make a profit too. And usually it's like lone wolfing it, right? You're usually working alone unless you're able to invest in high mentorship costs. Cool. Whereas if you're affiliating with one, there's a lower upfront investment. You've got access to valuable tools and resources, so you can actually focus on building your business. You get to partner with a product that people already want and need, and then you profit after 3 to 5 sales, right? Like I showed you a little bit before, with the potential to generate leveraged income, as well as the ability to collaborate with like-minded individuals, just like what we're doing now, and also the global, the broader community as well.
Oh, my screen's just gone a bit wonky. 1 second.
All right, babe. Do you want me to go?
Oh, there we go. It's back.
Perfect.
So attracting leads to your offer. So we optimize our social medias that most people already have we're not out there preaching to the choir, right? But we are just embodying our message, and leveraging our social medias to access people all over the world, right? It's a global platform. So, oh, my screen, sorry guys, this is real time. It's having a glitch.
That's all right. Love it. Keeping it real.
Technology, and I'm, in rural Victoria, which you also know, Stace. It's having a freaking glitch.
That's all right. You want me to take over, babe?
It's good now.
Okay.
So within this team and this industry, we learn how to optimize our social media, and we learn from the experts in the industry as well. So every step of the way, we are taught how and given the blueprint on how to do that. We teach you also, if social media is not really your thing, we also teach, we can teach you how to build an organic engagement through your local communities or just face-to-face interactions, having conversations with people. There's lots of information and trainings in our platform on how to do both. And there's no prior experience. Ask Courtney. Courtney's a legend at it, but I am not. I am, before coming to this space, Courtney said, "Have you used ChatGPT?" And I went, "The fuck's that?" So there is no prior, you do not need to be an expert on, you don't have to be a social media influencer, you don't have to have any prior experience. We have all of the tools and the resources within our community that teach you every step of the way how to do both organic engagement and leveraging your social media platforms to activate your leads.
100%. And Stace just said, I'm still learning technology. So yeah, if you're watching this and you're like, I see it, but I don't know how to use it, maybe it scares you, right? It's all okay, because you get literally taught every single thing in the platform that we utilize alongside our business. Literally the top leaders in our space give everything on a gold platter, right? Step by step, where I cannot say how much you're supported. So just wipe that out of like a limiting belief, because you don't need any of that. It's just like this drive and this eagerness. And if you see the vision and mission, you get taught literally step by step how to really create this business, which is really cool. And so the two most Googled questions right now are, how do I create extra income? How do I improve my health and well-being? Bingo, right? Number one, people out there have real problems, right? This is how the 3 simple steps you can see of it, like see how we go about this space. People have a problem. They got real problems, pains, just like you and I, we all have that, and dreams and goals for how they would rather live and earn. And then what we get to do is we get to connect them with the solution, right? We have this solution. And then number 3, when they buy and become a customer, they get a paid commission. It's super, super easy. So just coming back to, we help people that have a problem and a desire. We get to connect them and be like, right, I have a solution for you. And then you get commissions off of that. Okay. It's really helping the community.
Yeah. So automating your offer. You don't have to know it all or speak the lingo or anything like that. Like, you're building relationships with people to, as Court said, they have a pain point, you have a solution to that pain point. So we have the AI and the systems within our team and our space to do that for you. Once you've made the connection, you pass it off to the team. So it's, sorry, my screen.
I love it.
Just checking my connection. Sorry, this is going to drive me nuts.
That's all right, babe. While you do that, I'll keep going because I'm also conscious of the time.
Sorry.
But yeah, just to touch on it, right? You've got done for you funnels. You may not even know what that is right now, but that's okay. Even sales calls are all done for you, right? So we have so much automation. We're always kept up to date with the best automation. All you need to understand is that we have all of the tools and resources. And I've been in many different communities. I've been in the online space for 6 years. I've never seen a community like this that is so up to date with technology, the AI space, like all of that. And we're only just beginning. So you're coming in at the most perfect time and understanding that you've got literally things that have been trialed and tested before they even come to you. That is a proven system that you get to utilize, right? So just knowing that sales calls, funnels, AI systems, you have all of that support. You can leverage masterclasses like this. You don't even have to do them yourself. You really get to utilize what's already been provided, what's already been done for you, which is really amazing. And so how we make sales, just to go into it a little bit more depth for those that are like Maddie and I that love a bit more of like, okay, the how. Social media, you get educated, automation, duplication. Okay. So you can learn how to do this organically or through paid ads, marketing, right? They watch a masterclass just like this right now. You're going to, just like what you're about to do, you're going to book in a call with our team just to have a bit more of a chat to see how you want to get started. What does this actually look like? Map out your vision a little bit more. Invest in your own wellness products, right? Activate a distributor ID so then you can actually start this business, which essentially happens when you invest in your own wellness products. And then you get to launch and receive mentorship inside the academy, which we're going to touch on as well. Okay. So every step of the way, there's so much automation and support. Like myself, like Maddie and I, here to support you and our broader community, as well as the incredible platform as well that we have access to, that you're going to be able to have access to as well.
Yeah. So thanks for taking over there, Court. I think I've fixed the problem now.
Amazing.
Love technology. So what if there was a way that we can show you how to earn over 50% in commissions partnering with an offer that people want and need? That's what we've got here. Our water situation is a crisis. Our health situation is a crisis, and to find the solution to people's problems whilst getting something back for yourself, amazing. That's what we have here.
100%. And this is really where the journey begins. Welcome to your next level, to your initiation, right? We've done all the heavy lifting for you. We've found the ultimate offer. We teach you how to leverage social media to attract buyers, right? And to attract your tribe, the community that you want to be doing life with. And we have a system that helps you to automate the offer, which is really important when we're coming back to creating that dream life that we really want in 2025. Automation, AI, all of the way the world is going, this is like, you get taught how to do this and how to leverage it. You don't even have to create it yourself. You just get to really be a part of it so you don't get left behind as well.
Yeah. So these are just some of the testimonials from other amazing women in our team. So you can see, I saw this opportunity and realized straight away it was a win-win. We win with our health and our wealth, which is exactly what we're talking about, right? You can have a quick read for yourselves. You can take a screen grab, but there are thousands of testimonials out there from people that have changed their lives backed by this.
I love it. This is so beautiful. I love seeing it. And our community trainings that we have, I'll just stop sharing my screen now. But just for a moment, what we have available in regards to trainings, and we have weekly catch-ups and all this beautiful stuff. It's so much fun. Every Monday night we have trainings, and our smaller team, Maddie and I, and the rest of the team, we have daily check-ins too, which is really, really cool. So it's so much fun. Let us know, like, how are you feeling? What's coming up? We're just about done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in the chat just the link, right? And I'll just share it, and I'll share my screen again. This link is your next steps, right? Like we mentioned, and how I mentioned at the start of the call is, hang on 1 second. Let's go back. Perfect. So it's about booking your discovery call, right? If you're feeling and you're like, right, this 2025 is truly the year that I'm destined to create, like if you're serious about that and you're ready to take some bold action and trust and have fun and do it with an incredible like-minded community and sisterhood, then these are your next steps, right? You get to go through this automation process yourself, have a chat with our support team, see how to get started, just learn a little bit more around, okay, what's your vision? What am I really wanting to create? And you also get a little process called the discovery process, it's a powerful experience, right? That helps you get clear on why this opportunity is important to you now. Like I mentioned, why now? Why 2025? Why not in 2026? Right? We want to create an escape plan now for this year, so then we can, do more of the things. Like, you've got to start somewhere, and maybe you've already waited 10, 20 years like myself before I found this space, which I'm really grateful for at this young age. And also I'm like, if I found this when I was 18, like some people have in our community, life would be very, very different. So all you have is the present moment, right? You have your call, you'll do that little mini discovery process, and then you'll be able to learn, okay, is this a fit for me or is this not? And Maddie and I will be able to support you every step of the way. So any questions you have, we're here to support you. But that is your next step. So that link, or if you're watching this recording back, make sure to reach out to myself or Maddie and ask for that link. Take the courageous action. And it's really about you going all in, right? Going all in, like you said, that you're going to commit to in 2025.
Can I just jump in there quickly,
Of
Court, and
course.
just put a disclaimer out there? The doubts and the limiting beliefs are going to come up. They did for me. Court was like my little like she was there reassuring me, patting me on the head, going, "It's gonna be okay. You've got it." And you do. I did. You do too. But it's not for the faint-hearted, and it's not for the half-assed. Like, it's for the women who are taking bold action, and those questions and those doubts and those little voices are going to start. But we're here for you. We're here to support you because it happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you're joining a global community of like-minded people who are changing lives, changing their life, changing the lives of people around them. Like, these people in front of you on this screen, they're real people. This isn't just a photo grabbed off Pinterest. These are real people. Like, that's Christy right in the front in a white dress. She is like, whoa, way up there. Like, she's an awesome, awesome woman. And these people are the people that you'll meet when you, sorry, when you come to the events and you get around this team. Like, they're real.
100%. And like I was hanging out with Christy and some of our team were hanging out with Christy all weekend. We were on a super yacht for the end of year celebrations. So it's not like these people, like they actually, you get to be around them. She is one of the most devoted women I've ever met. So it gives me soul bumps to see another mum, another beautiful goddess who really puts money where her mouth is. She's like incredible. So it's knowing that the women, like Maddie said, the people you surround yourself with, the women you surround yourself with, is going to be a direct reflection of the average of you, right? You're going to be that average of that people. So if you're hanging around people like us and Christy and being in the space of these incredible women who are multimillionaires, you're going to become the average eventually of a multimillionaire. Okay. So it's really beautiful to be on this journey. And there are 7 days in a week, and Sunday is not one of them, right? 2025 is your year, and that's what we wish for you. That's our intention. That's what we there's so many things we've gone through in order for like literally showing you the blueprint of how you can create 2025 your year. But the thing is, you're so unique. You have to understand that your journey is going to look very different to Maddie's. It's going to look very different to mine, very different to Stacey's. We're all so unique. But what's most important is how we come together and honor each other. And that's what I really love about, especially with our team, is that we're really big on mission and really big on supporting and stepping into our own unique essence, even online, coming back to being our most authentic self and really coming together in community. Because yes, it's about the money. Yes, it's about generational wealth. And also it's just sometimes about just not surviving, actually being able to have the extra funds to take yourself on a retreat, to start investing in yourself and your personal growth, to start the travel that you want to start traveling. If you want to start traveling with us next year, going to California and Bali and doing beautiful things together as a team, like, isn't that fun? Wouldn't that be fun for you?
Not only is it fun, it's your birthright. It's your birthright not to just survive, but to thrive.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Oh, I feel like we could talk for hours. And babe, like, this has been amazing. Stay and those watching this, I'm so proud for you to be here and join us. This is just the beginning. But to share this information on the 31st of December, just literally coming into 2025, like, I'm just so grateful and so excited for what's to come. Again, just embrace the fear or the doubt or the excitement that's coming up within you. Have a conversation. Like, the thing with Maddie is that she was always really open with me. And that's the more open you can be and share where you're really at in your journey, the more we can really support you. Okay, if you're honest with us, we get to support you through that, and we've got many tools, resources to help you, kind of guide you in like what is the next steps for you, right? Because we don't even know if this is going to be something for you. Hence why what that next step is about is really you just having a chat with our team, getting a feel of the broader community, learning a little bit more. There's a couple more videos just to understand more around the products and the business. So then you get to make that empowered decision for yourself to know, okay, is this for me or not? Okay. So ask for the link, take that bold action. I promise you won't regret it. You literally have this one life. Yeah, I'm so excited for 2025.
Don't play small.
Hashtag don't play small. That's how
Don't play small. Yep, absolutely.
yeah, amazing, babes. Well, it's so amazing to have you here. If you have any questions, you know where we are. We're here to support you. And yeah, is there anything else you want to share, babe, before we jump off?
No, just honoring all the people that are going to jump on and watch the recording. And Stace, you're here live with us. Thank you so much. It means so much that you've joined us today, and we hope to see you on more calls. Yeah, let's grab 2020, 2025. That is a mouthful. By the
Um,
balls.
I nearly feel like
Women
2025
who
is
have
already
them.
coming. Yeah.
It's the women who have the balls.
I
Like,
know, I know, right? That's a whole conversation. I really, truly believe we run the world. It's true. Beyonce is true, right? We do run the world. Anyway, just know you're powerful. You're here for a reason. We love you. We're so excited for you. Embrace life, take it by the balls, and take that bold action. We're so excited for you. Yay. Bye, guys. Bye.
oh, everyone.